Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that might be new here, hi, welcome. My name is Megan. I'm just your average thrifty bargain hunter turned full-time reseller. And recently I started documenting my journey here on YouTube, and I'm so glad to have you. Today we are doing a little bit different type of video, but a highly requested video. We're going to do a 10 BOLO winter brands, 10 luxury high-end winter brands to be on the lookout for while you're sourcing this winter season. And the 10 brands that I'm going to be sharing with you today, I do have personal experience selling at least one item from the brand, and that's where I got this list from. I went through my sold items and found all of the highest priced winter items that I've sold, or higher price luxury winter items I've sold in the past. That's how I compiled this list. Hopefully some of these brands might be new to you. I am going to pop the item that I've actually sold on the screen while we're chatting about it, as well as somewhere else I will put I'll share the website so you can see the style, the vibe, the price, the MSRP for some of these things on these websites, because some of them are in the thousands. Hopefully it will help to expand your brand knowledge just a little bit. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Let me get my list up. Okay, so fix my hair. I love this sweater, by the way. This is a cashmere little crop sweater, sleeveless sweater, mock neck by Anthropologie. Kind of looks like I'm wearing a blanket, and it's very cozy. Okay, anyway, the first brand we're going to chat about, let me scoot over a little bit so I can have enough room on the screen. One you may have heard of before. This is one that I've come across much more frequently than some of the other brands that we're going to chat about. Aspen Rock is the brand, and for Aspen Rock, I would kind of describe this brand as like a pre-ski or mountain luxury, sporty chic, mountain glamour, things like that. And I would definitely say this is a brand that you could find if you went to a ski resort, in their shop, as a brand that you could buy, clothing you could buy there. I'd say this brand leans more towards fashion than technical, even though they do make technical gear. They do have goose down things, they do have full-on ski wear, but they make a lot of knits, a lot of things that say ski or après-ski, or yeah, a lot of sweaters say Apres on them, I'm seeing. Aspen, they like a lot of embroideries, a lot of patches, a lot of ski patrol looking things. So a lot of crosses, which is the ski patrol logo, the little cross. Kind of like lifeguards, but ski patrol stuff. This is a high-end ski patrol fashion brand, maybe. Lots of knitwear, if I didn't say that already. Really, really cute, and their stuff sells pretty well for me, and it retains its retail value pretty well. The next brand we're going to chat about, I literally just learned how to say this today. I would have told you the brand was called Kajus, but it's actually pronounced Shoes. So the brand is KJUS, but it is pronounced Shoes, and this is a performance activewear brand. I would say this is your serious skier or alpining sport users clothing line. I would say this brand is more of a technical brand, anywhere from your heavyweight outer jackets, Gore-Tex outer layer pieces, all the way down to even your woolly under base layers, mid layers, things like that. They make everything. Great brand. Also, again, holds its retail value pretty well. Next brand we're going to talk about is Strafe. This, again, just like Shoes, the brand we were just speaking about, this is another very alpine sports technical wear type of brand. They make lots of high-end winter jackets. If you click on women's winter jackets, the first jacket that comes up, $600. The first pair of snow bibs that come up, $400 or $500. Cute colors. Again, Strafe is the brand, and this Sick Bird 3L snowsuit, $1,200 for a full snowsuit. So if you were to come across one of those, that would be a pretty, I would assume if you found one of those snowsuits in great condition, it would sell with no problem. These brands just really hold their retail value well, and that's part of the reason I'm sharing them with you. And the next brand we're going to talk about is the hardest word for me to pronounce, but I'm going to give it a shot. Flauenschule, I think, is how you pronounce this brand. Obviously, I will put it on the screen as well. This, again, another high-end technical wear, alpine wear brand. But this brand has, if you're looking at their website, a full page of like ready-to-wear stuff as well. Oh my goodness. Some of their woolly jackets are stunning. Like, what is this? The Delia wool jacket. This is a blush pink color. I love that jacket. But it's $998. Ooh. The Iris jacket, very like shacket vibes, but it's made of wool. $1,700. And then you get into like their technical gear. Ski jackets are $1,798. How much is this sweater? A ski sweater, so a knit sweater, $998. So yeah, this brand is pretty expensive. Again, it holds its value pretty well. If I can recall, I found a base layer or a soft shell. I think that's what it was. A soft shell jacket from this brand. And retail on those was about $500, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it sold for, but I know editing Megan will have put it on the screen for you guys, because I think I've only found one thing from this brand, but I would love to find more of it. Absolutely beautiful. Kind of gives like the colors and the vibe they have on their website right now is kind of giving like Loro Piano, like very what am I looking for? Quiet luxury. Geez, it was escaping me there. Really nice. Next brand we're going to chat about is Aztec Mountain. And Aztec Mountain kind of gives the vibes of like Aviator Nation, but make it ski wear, winter wear. Some bright colors, very like fashion forward. Even though it is like goose down things and made for actually skiing, I would just say this is much more of a fashion forward, a pre-ski type of brand than an actual technical brand, but they do make technical gear too. The Laura Cashmere Crew Sweater, $1,800. Oh my goodness, I bet that's so comfortable. But yeah, their jacket's $1,750. Yeah, it's just, none of it's cheap. All of these brands, that's the running theme. None of it is cheap. Aztec Mountain, that's the brand. I think I said it a few times. I think the thing that I found from this brand, if I recall, was like, I want to say it was like a button up. So it wasn't even like a really winter heavy item. But when I looked the brand up, I was shocked. So definitely a brand I would love to find more of. And the next brand we're going to chat about is one I've talked about a few times in the last few videos because I found it in a recent haul and then it sold pretty quickly. Dale of Norway. This is a brand that, unlike all the other brands I've spoken about so far in this video, I know for a fact is a brand that has been around for a while, and I have found multiple vintage Dale of Norway sweaters as well as current or newer style Dale of Norway sweaters, and in my humble opinion, most of them sell equally. Like, if they're in the same condition, it doesn't matter if it's vintage or if it's new, they all have the same market of buyers and people like these sweaters. More of like the Fair Isle look that it has to it, also the more vibrant of colors to the sweater, and the size. Men's Dale of Norway sweaters usually sell like that for me. Women's sit for a little bit longer, but they do sell, but men's are a really fast sell. I would always pick up a Dale of Norway. And the difference between Dale of Norway and the other brands we've chatted about in this video so far is Dale of Norway is a knitwear company. So they are a wool knitwear company. If you look on their website, you're not going to find like a goose down puffer jacket or a ski shell jacket. They're different from all the other brands we've chatted about so far in that sense, that the things you're going to find from Dale of Norway are quality knitwear and they hold their value. Just like all the other brands in the video so far hold their value very well. Dale of Norway, I would say out of all of these brands, is the brand I have the most personal experience with. I would confidently pay up for some Dale of Norway sweaters depending on the condition and the size and the style. Dale of Norway. Next brand we're going to chat about is Herno, and Herno, I would say, is more of a luxury coat brand. They make all kinds of different jackets, and they make all kinds of different like styles of jacket. I have found puffer jackets. I have found wool trench coats that had a puffer lining, which was so cool. They also make kids stuff, which I didn't know, but now looking at their website, oh man. A kid's jacket is $750. Kids knit gloves, $125. They're cute though. Also, this brand gives very much so, again, the Loro Piana vibes, like very much the quiet luxury vibes. Very expensive, kind of muted, more tonal colors that will last through more than 1 year or season. Very expensive, and one I would like to find more often. And the next brand on the list is actually one you may have heard of before, Moncler. Again, high-end luxury. I would say this is almost more like streetwear vibes, kind of, sort of. More like avant-garde shapes and styles to some of their looks, but they also make ski wear as well. But I would definitely say this is more of a fashion brand. This is more of like the Louis Vuitton of jackets and outerwear. They're known for their puffer jackets, and I believe that is the piece that comes to my brain. I can only remember one thing off the top of my noggin, Moncler, that I have found, but I think it was a puffer jacket. Again, these are very expensive. This, let me just give you a price. So a short, not a longer trench length jacket, but a short down jacket is $1,390. And then a trench length down jacket will run you $2,660. So they're very expensive, and they hold their value very well. They believe I've sold a damaged Moncler piece or two and still got a pretty penny for them. So Moncler, definitely one to be on the lookout for. The next brand we're going to chat about is another one you may have heard of, maybe familiar with, Canada Goose. I know this is also a vintage brand like Dale of Norway. It's been around for a while. Canada Goose, to my knowledge, used to, actually I can tell you, hold on. Oh, wow. 2 years ago in 2020, Canada Goose stopped using real fur altogether. So their goose down, most notable puffer trench jackets that have the fur lining used to be made with real, I believe it was coyote fur, and now they make them with faux fur. So there is a difference between vintage Canada Goose jackets now, or vintage older Canada Goose jackets, and the newer ones. If you find one, it is probably going to behoove you to find out if you have the real or fake fur trim, if your jacket has the fur trim on it, because that might increase or decrease the price a little bit. Again, with Canada Goose, I would say this is more of like a fashion brand, winter brand, than a technical winter brand. Even though they do make technical things, they definitely do make things you're supposed to be wearing like out in the snow. I would just consider this more like Moncler, more of a Louis Vuitton of winter brands. But again, one that I would love to find more of. I think I sold recently a Canada Goose. It was just a, like the travel zip dust bag for a jacket. I think I sold it for $15 that I got at the bins for like $1. So even their dust bags have value, just like Louis Vuitton or Chanel dust bags have value. Canada Goose dust bags have value. Last brand we're going to chat about is one you may or may not be familiar with, but an important one, I think. Mage is how you say it, I think. This is a Again, a luxury outerwear brand. They do make ski wear. I've never personally found any of their like alpine sporting, really winter sporty Gore-Tex pieces. I have found more of their like fashion pieces. Actually, the first Mage item that I ever sold came from Plato's Closet, and my husband actually found it. And if I recall, I want to say it was like 20 bucks, and it was a stunning trench coat, and I think it had a faux fur trim to the collar. If I can find a picture of it, I will put it in. I don't remember where I sold it. Hopefully it wasn't eBay, because for some reason you can only look so far back on eBay in your sales, which is like really annoying to me. But on Poshmark you can see everything you've ever sold. Anyway, this brand, very just luxurious looking things, very nicely tailored jackets. Like I'm looking right now at a shearling and leather aviator style jacket. It's a men's jacket. It is beautiful and it looks so well made. It'll only run you a cool $3,290. I mean, they just have such nice things, such nice tailored jackets. Like, let me look at the women's stuff. I don't really care for the men's stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I would definitely consider this more of like a fashion brand, but high on the tailoring. So cute. And like the silhouettes, like what is this? Flocked down maxi coat. That's such a cool silhouette. Yeah. So again, Mage, I think is how you say it. I did look it up, so I do believe it's pronounced Mage. Okay, and that is actually the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a kind of a new video. If you did like it, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you took the time to watch this video and you spent your social media currency with me today, I so appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting like on the way out, that would be awesome. See you next time, friends. Bye.